Yeah, we live. C Notes the goddess in the building.
What's happening?
What's up, family?
What's goody?
Coolin', coolin', coolin'. So today the big day, you feel me?
Today the big day. I'm
What's
so
the
happy.
energy?
I'm
What's the
happy.
energy been like?
Um, yeah, I just been in my little bubble doing me. I'm so happy this project. First of all, I've been working on this project for a while. It it has become a lot of different things before the project that everybody is hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the songs I've done these songs like 3 or 4 times, whether it was with different beats or with different people. So there's like a lot of versions of some of these songs where we just decided that what we gave to y'all was the project. So I'm excited about it. I've been listening to it all day. I fucks with it. Like when you make something after you done already heard it for a while, you be like, damn, I wonder by the time if everybody else get it, am I still gonna fuck with it the same way? I fucks with it, yeah. I fucks
So
with it.
where you put this as far as like all your projects? Is this like your favorite one? Or
Um, favorite that so it's very different. So it's very different than typical C notes, right? Because mind you, I have not been making music really like that. I haven't put out a project in almost 10 years. So
Mhm.
I'm definitely not the same person that I was the last time I put out a project or any time. I've been doing this for decades. And so I think this project shows the growth as a human being, like not
Okay.
as an artist or just I'm a grown ass woman now, like for real, I'm somebody mother. Like, yeah, I'm outside. So I think that in that sense, this project is definitely very special to me because I get to show y'all who I am, because nobody has seen her, so it's exciting. It's definitely, like I said, very different than what any of my projects have been. The Black Heart Experience is literally about is based around black love and every
Okay.
aspect thereof. So, makeups, the breakups, the everything in between. And I kind of focused on that as the basis for my project. Um I slowed it down. Is the tempo throughout is pretty much slower than what I'm used to. And yeah, I was very vulnerable on this album, and I hope everybody loves it.
So what was the hiatus for? I mean, of course, motherhood. You know what I mean? But 10 years. You know what I mean? That's a little decade. What was like the
So so at first it was definitely to focus on my child. I never thought that I would have kids. I never saw that in my future. So when I did it, it was just like I want to stop and really focus on this. And I was very I was very concerned about like leaving her with people and all. Like I wanted her to be with me. I wanted to do the mommy thing. And I love it here. I love being a mom. I'm a full-time mom. My baby's just like me, really busy. She got a lot going on. So I,
uh,
in turn, am very busy and have a lot going on her behalf. And so I think just trying to figure out the balance between her and me and who I am now, with her. So
uh,
just getting that right. And then I guess me just being a perfectionist. I've been working on this project for a while. Like I said, with all of these versions of these songs, it's like one of the songs that made the album, No Longer. I actually put the video out to that like 2 years ago. So
okay.
that'll put into perspective like how long I've been working on this. And I have been doing music here and there, but I haven't been focused on it like I am right now. I needed the right time and I think that's now. Obviously, I dropped. You feel me?
Hmm.
But I I've been busy. I do a lot. Like in real life, I'm literally busy physically doing things, and so I needed to balance everything out. And here we are.
So what made you pick today's date? Is something special or significant about that, or because you
Not
know
at
the world
all.
supposed to end. The world supposed to end today. You
You
ain't
know
hear that?
what's crazy? So I didn't even know that till last night, and I'm just like, yo, why the fuck?
On the day
Why
your
would I
album
pick the
dropped.
day? And I'm gonna tell you what happened. So when I picked the day, it was just like, all right, I want to do it. I want to do it because I've been sitting on it and I keep saying, all right, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. There's actually a visual project that goes along with this that I'm still editing that's taking me a lot longer too. And I'm just like, yo, I don't want to keep sitting on this music because the way that this editing process has been, this is my first visual project I've ever worked on. So the the way that that's going, I don't want to hold my music up for that. It's still coming. You feel me? We actually got a lot done. Shouts out to Dino for being so patient with me in that project. But it's still called the same thing, the Black Heart Experience. And and yeah, I just blindly said, you know what? I looked at the calendar and I said, you know what? We're not waiting longer than 4 weeks to put this out. And I picked a date and today was it. And we went for it. We went with it.
Yo, shout out to Mia Monet. She says, "C notes, I love you. Let's go." Hashtag Pretty Thug Gang. I ain't know you and Mia Monet went back like that. I just seen a post. I think it was earlier today. Talking about y'all used to get in trouble together and all that. I
Hell
never knew that.
yeah. What? That's
I never knew that.
family right there. Like, yeah. Yeah. To when we used to play outside. That's how that's how far back we go. That's love. I
Okay.
love you too, my baby. Congratulations. She about to get married. Oh, she about
Yeah,
to
yeah. I'm gonna try to have her up here. You know what I mean? Either before the ceremony or afterwards. You know what I mean? Interview her. Yeah, she was gonna try to make. She said she had work, but she tuning in. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
Shout out to me and Monet. So let's I'm pretty sure I asked you this in previous interviews, but just for the people that don't know, like what made you pick like C notes like to represent your artistry? You know what I mean?
I didn't. Somebody named me that. I was young as shit when I started rapping, right? And I used to really rap, but I used to go by my government name is Sierra. My name is Sierra. And that shit was
Okay.
whack as shit, the type of shit I was spitting. I was really outside back then, right? And then Sierra. Like the fuck, I needed a rap name. So I asked my homegirl brother. I asked him, yo, what should my rap name be? And he
Uh-huh.
gave me that name. And the crazy thing about it is I mentioned it to him as when I was older, because I was probably like 14, 15. I was really young when I got that name. And so I mentioned it to him maybe like 10, 15 years ago. I ran into him and shit. He don't even remember. He has no idea that he's the reason why my name is C Notes, because every rap name I tried to give myself before C Notes, none of them ever stuck. And I'm
Can we
glad.
get some? Can we get a couple of?
Oh my God. Maverick. Maverick. I was
Maverick.
Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
Uh-huh.
Maverick when I was with Stack and Mill. Shout out to Stack and Mill. Rest in peace, G Rod. Um, I really you what wait, I had one. Yo, I used to call a radio show with a different name. Wait, oh my God. Yo, I used to call up 92Q. Yo, what the fuck was my name? Yo, oh my God, I can't even remember. I was young though. I was a little ass girl. I want to say I was in middle school rapping and shit, and I just was like, man, I need something that I can really come outside with, because none of that shit was it. You feel me? But C note stuck. People fucked with it. I fuck with it. It's me, and
So
incorporates.
how did you become an MC though? Like was it like a cousin or a family member, people around the neighborhood? Like how did you start, you know what I mean, crafting music and stuff?
I just love music, yo. It really wasn't nobody. It really I've been making music for as long as I can remember. Like people say that shit, yo, but I remember being 4 or 5 years old, right? Like with the little toys they beat you, the little Yamaha keyboards and the fucking
Yeah.
had the Teddy Ruxpin pins and the motherfucking the toys that had the
Uh-huh.
with it on the side. Yo, like I really was that young composing songs, making songs. I probably was more so singing and shit back then. but I like poetry. I'm book smart. I like words. I like to play with words. So that shit came easy. Like young, I was young. Nas was rapping. I heard that shit, playing that shit in my Teddy Ruxpin, and that shit was just like, yo, I want to do that. Like I want to and I felt even back then I'm just like, yo, I can do that. You feel me? Like and I just always ran with it. Like I always been different in that way because I don't necessarily hang around people that make music. But that
Uh-huh.
always been my thing. And shouts out to the people that love me who don't make music because they let me be me. That's what I do. I go off and do me. And that's what I like to do. That shit just in me.
Did you receive any like pushback being like a female MC or like people sleeping on you? You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean?
Um, yeah, no. Because when I started doing it, it wasn't really a lot of girls. And so if you were serious about it, you could get a spot because it wasn't really no girls, but also motherfuckers was never expecting you to be good either, right? And so in that aspect, like I think motherfuckers definitely slept on me. To this day, I love meeting people who never heard of me because when they hear my music, they be like, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think you was gonna really be spitting like that." And I'm like, "I know, I get a kick out of that shit." Um, but as far as like opportunities, I think by the time I really started going for shit, I had already solidified who I was as an artist. So I didn't really have any problems.
Okay. Can we smoke at your album listening party?
Of course.
Oh
Of
wow,
course
it's
you can. Make
just
sure you
making
pass
sure it
that
was
shit. You
420
feel
friendly. You feel me?
me? Make sure you pass that shit. You feel me?
In the future, we'll be able to do that. Like boom, you know what I mean?
Okay. Ain't that crazy? Because we will. We're gonna be looking. Remember that time I said we should pass
Hmm.
right now? How we gonna
So
get it?
like, who you was a fan of like before you started rapping? You said Nas, but who was like two or three other people that before you became an MC yourself, you were just as a fan. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's interesting. Um, this is gonna tell my age a little bit, but I used to like Slick Rick a lot. Like to me, he was just so dope, right? And it's been like as a kid, it was just everything he did was catchy. Like I would know Slick Rick songs, and it was just I know like hindsight, I know it would be like who the fuck is this little ass girl singing Slick? But like I used to really like him. I used to like who I used to like. I always been a
Slick
Jay.
Rick is one of the greatest though. Have you heard Slick Rick new album? His new album is actually pretty dope.
I have not. I have not heard anybody's new album. I have not been
Hmm.
listening to music. I've been really trying to lock in. Um, only music I've been listening to been like R&B and shit. I've
Yeah,
been
Slick
trying.
Rick new album. It's executive produced by Idris Elba.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Idris Elba actually rapping on there too, which is pretty cool.
I heard him rap
Yeah,
before. I heard Idris Elba. He was surprisingly good actually. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. Now I'm in a space where I can listen to shit, right? I had to
yeah, I
push
think you would
that out,
definitely
man.
enjoy. Yeah, so you said Slick Rick Nas. Okay, what about female rappers? What were some female rappers that you
Oh
think like, oh,
man.
okay,
Okay, so all right, we can go way back. We can go way back to Queen Latifah and MC Light, like them two specifically. Like I
okay,
had their tapes, I had their cassette tapes, right?
okay,
But I wouldn't say, and that's the thing because when I heard them, I don't think they made me want to rap. It was just some
uh-huh.
shit that I like, right?
Okay,
Because
okay,
because now when I heard Lil Kim, I said, "Yo, I can do this."
okay,
Like if she
okay,
can do
uh-huh,
that, I can do this. Like I can do this for real.
okay.
Um,
Is she your
yeah.
favorite? Is she your favorite fancy of all time, or?
Of all time, I might have to say that. I might have to say that. I think it's kind of an unfair advantage for the the older generation of rappers to compare them to the newer ones because the newer generation of artists, they just have so much access to studio, and they can put so much music out. Like, I remember back in the day, it took so much to make an album. It took so much to make a mixtape. Nowadays, niggas can go in their bedroom and push that shit out, you know? And so, because there's other girls that I like, and it's like, they have more music, but Kim just solidified female rap in a different way. Like, no matter what people say, like, I don't know, like, it's just, she's iconic. She's iconic, and she'll
Definitely
always,
like a female Biggie. Yeah, she's just
yeah.
priceless with it. You know what I mean? What about some of these newer females? Like who's somebody you kind of feel like? For me, I like Scarlett. Have you heard of Scarlett?
Scarlet. Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
Scarlett. Yeah, she got her lip messed up. Her brother banged on her lip or something when she was a kid.
that is traumatic.
Her lip messed up, but
Okay.
she real dope though. Yeah, I fuck
Yeah,
with
no,
Scarlett.
I saw her. I saw her. Not really my cup of tea. I
Okay,
She had
okay.
a couple of things that I saw. She was all right. I don't know. I like all the mainstream girls. I think they're all pretty cool. Um,
Okay.
I, it's good to see. I never thought that. I hate to say it like this, but pretty much music is rap music is almost being dominated by females right now. Like, every song you hear is a female rapper, or it's a female rapper on it. And when I look at some of these collabos, I be like, yo, I know why he put her on this song. And yeah, he need, like, not to
Yeah,
go into
female
no
rap is
nasty
definitely
nothing, but
dominating.
know. Shouts out the what's that girl? Glorilla. Glorilla. I like
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
yo. I
I like
like
the work.
her.
I like it. But
I like
see,
her.
who you like better, Glorilla or Sexy Red?
I I don't
Man,
listen to Sexy Red. And I
the
want
big
Shorty to
sexy.
get all her money, get all her coins, do her thing. That's just not my kind of shit. I don't.
Okay,
And I
okay.
and I and I heard her on some shit, and I'm like, oh, all right, go ahead. But I personally wouldn't put Shorty on my playlist.
Got you, got you, got you. So you say you seen Nas album, you was like, yo, I like hip hop, and you know what I mean, start messing with the pen. What was the first song you ever wrote?
The first song I ever wrote,
Or the first
the
verse,
first
yeah.
rap I ever because
First song.
those are two different things. Like I say, I used to write songs.
Yeah, so your first
I used
rap.
to write songs. So
Hmm.
the first rap, all right. So I don't know the first rap I ever wrote, right? Because I've been writing raps for a long time. But I definitely
Hmm.
remember the first rap that I ever recorded. Oh my God, yo. I
Uh-huh.
was I was like 14. This is so wild, yo. I was like 14 years old. I wasn't C notes yet.
You was
And
Maverick. You was Maverick back then.
I was just the song. I probably still have the CD somewhere. Because this when niggas still had CDs. Cause
Uh-huh.
I remember letting my mother hearing this shit, and I'm all cussing and shit, and I just like, she gave it a look, but I was good though, right? The hook was like, what we giving you niggas is nothing but flame. Sierra spit hot shit, nigga, to damage your brain, dismantle your frame, melt y'all niggas, ice in y'all chains. I forgot the rest of that shit, but I was rock. I was like 14,
Okay,
right? So,
okay.
but I said my name, and that shit is so crazy. I want to find that shit out now. Shouts out the my man Stars Worry and Colin. Oh my God, yo, that shit take me way back. We was up on fucking Mayfield and Bel Air Road in the basement. I was
Okay,
so
yeah.
happy to have
Who
been in the studio.
Jay Cuts? What studio that was over there? Mayfield and Bel Air Road? Let me think. Oh no, you know what? That's down on Kenyon and Bel Air Road. Never mind. Don't even worry about that. Right. That shout out to Mayfield though. So that
Okay.
was your first time getting in the studio over there. That was your first experience.
hmm
So what was it like when you got your first beat? Like your first beat that was yours. Because back in my day it was hard to get it our own instrumental. We would rap over industry beats. Producers wasn't as plentiful. So what was it like when you got your first instrumental? Like, yo, this is mine. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what's crazy about that? What's really crazy about that song that I'm telling you about was my beat. And I have been spoiled since I started rapping because I always been plugged in and I always knew niggas that made beats. So
He's locked in from the get. So who was that early producer? Who was that? You know what I mean? If you still cool with them, we can shout them out. Who was
yeah,
that?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So what is he going by now? What is he going by now? He's in Jamaica. Oh my god, what is he going by now? And he, oh my
Is
god.
that Maurice Dorsey?
No, 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 no. But he's on the
Uh-huh.
new project. He's on the not he's on
Okay, because I seen him showing love. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the new project. Shouts out to
Okay.
Naughty 410. Ah, we outside, shorty. Yeah. But
So who's some other producers on the joint?
on this one, we got Ghost, we got D Banks, we got Michael Ballard, um, and of course Naughty 410. I want to say that's it. I want to say between them four, they got the whole project.
Okay, okay. So would you do a lot of recording for this one then?
I did, excuse me. I recorded most of it at Architects. Like 90%
Okay,
of it at
okay.
Architects. The
Shout out
one
to
I did
August.
with, yeah, that's home. The song I did with Naughty, I recorded with him. Um, and that
Okay.
might be the only one. That might be. I think everything else was done at Architects.
So you arguably pound for pound like rated as like one of the top females in Baltimore hip hop. You know what I mean? And you definitely remain humble through all that. You know what I mean? Like so who was some of the MCs that was on the scene when you started really like making your name for yourself? You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Shouts out to all of them ladies. Okay. So when I started rapping, the girls that was doing their things was the Get 'em Mommies, Mistress, Shelby Raw, um, B Fly. I I I fell in love with B Fly. The first time I saw her perform, I fell in love with B Fly. She always hold a special place in my heart. A very special person. I loves her down. She was doing her thing. Brown Fish when I started rapping. Who else? So they were doing it
Brown fish,
before me. They were doing it before me
what's that?
when I was trying to get it on the shows and I was just coming to show love and see how everything was working. They was the ones like, okay, this who doing it. These are because I didn't know. Baltimore
Mhm.
hip hop funny like that. Like you don't know it's there till you know. You feel me? And
Same thing happened with me for real. Like when I got with Hard Body Radio, it opened up a whole nother world that I
mhm,
wasn't privy to. You know what I mean? Like
mhm.
so that's what's up. Yeah. Okay, so like you know, what I mean, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. But what's your favorite song to perform? Like, you know, what I mean, what's the song that you can feel in your spirit? You know what I mean?
Ever or from this album?
Ever.
Ever. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Ever. Ever. I'm gonna take it way back. I had this track called Swag, and it's a Lil Kim beat that I jacked, and I just used to love performing that. So that's actually the first song that I tried to make the crowd yell back, and it's so crazy because it's like it's a big ass space in the middle of the song, ain't no hook or nothing. So I'm like, yo, this either gonna work or I'm gonna quit rapping if they don't say this shit
right,
back
right.
right.
Uh-huh. That shit
But
was a
that
make
shit
or
worked.
break moment.
That shit worked.
Okay,
And I want to say it was at the Queen of the Mic that I won because I lost the first one. And the second one I won. The second one
I
that I
think I
was
did a
in.
vlog. I did a vlog from one of them joints too. That joint is
Yeah.
available on YouTube.
And so
Yeah,
and so that shit worked. And after that, I wouldn't let that song go for a long time. I thought about putting it on my show for the next one just because you feel me.
bring
I
it out.
get busy with it, but that of all time, that joint my favorite to perform. But I got a few of them because I like to perform. So
Hmm.
certain songs are easier. They're just easier to do a good job with. So I got a song called Grind. I like to perform that song. Um Shouts out to Boss Lady J from Houston, H Town. And today is her birthday, so special birthday shout out. But she featured on that song, came up here to shoot the
Like,
video, even
yeah.
though they took it down. But
Why did you take it down?
apparently there's a sample in the beat that I didn't know about.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's crazy
man.
because it's old as shit. And I tried to reach out to the nigga that made the beat, like, why the fuck you ain't tell me? Because I ain't know. And I heard the song.
Mhm.
It's some old shit that I never heard before. It don't even sound familiar. That's why I didn't know. But you live and you
Man, you
learn.
could still. What about on Instagram? Could you put it on another platform, or
I can't find the video.
it's probably gonna be the same thing across the. Oh, okay. Well, um, speaking of performing, right? You know what I mean? How did the whole Black Hearts form? Like, isn't that's the name of your group, the Black Hearts?
Okay, so it was a project first. The Black Heart Experience, this project that I just dropped, that's what it started from. And I decided that I was going to do a live stream. The live stream never happened, but with this live stream, I wrote all of these R&B songs. And I'm not a singer. I like to do that shit, but I ain't no singer. So I
Okay,
needed
okay.
some people to come sing this shit for me. And I had a whole album worth of songs that I needed singers for. So I'm like, all right, bet we're gonna do the live stream. Y'all sing my songs for me. We push that shit out, and that be that. And as we're putting this shit together, certain shit went right, certain shit went left. um, and it just kept transforming. And as it transformed, we got to do a better job. And I'm just like, at this point, y'all performing these songs with me, y'all are literally a singing group. Like, like it's us. When we go perform these songs, it's not even just C notes anymore. It's C notes in the Black Hearts, because all of these songs, y'all singing my hook for me. Like, I can't even do this shit without y'all at this point. So um that's how that came about. And I don't think at this point that it's something that we're gonna keep doing, because all of the members of this group, which I did strategically, everybody got their own motion though. So Leah, she got her own thing going on. Kalada Penn, she busy, she be everywhere doing everything. Shouts out to her. Ebony, she be busy too, and we all got our own motion going on. So it's very hard to get all of us.
It's definitely a super group. So I mean, how did those parts? Like, how did you think to get those elements though? Yo, shout out to Liz Sunberg, Ebony Rose. I go back with them 20 something years. They very talented.
Hmm.
So how did it? I mean, how did it just? How did the dream team form though? Like, okay, yeah, we gonna go get Liz for this. You know what I mean? How did it?
So Ebony and I have a very, 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 very long history of working together. Like, we go back, so I'm comfortable with her. I know that she's
Mhm.
professional and talented. And that's what I needed, because again, I wrote the songs and I wanted somebody to execute them. So I went and I handpicked Ebony. So as I'm thinking, I'm thinking of people who would be down with it. And so I'm asking, I have a personal relationship with Kalada. So I asked her, would she come through and, do that for me? And, she a worker, she a grinder. So I was honored that she found the time to do it, but she was with it. And Leah, I was actually introduced to Leah um by Dave of the Wildlife Band. They did the project with us too, the live visual project.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so I was like, yo, I need just, one more singer to pull it together. Because we had another singer at first, but she ain't work out. So Dave
Uh
bought
oh.
doesn't even matter, but Dave bought us Leah, and that's how we rock. And it worked out that way. It worked out better that way. It worked out.
So I seen y'all was nominated for a Baltimore Crown Award last year. Did y'all win that joint? What
We
happened with
did
that?
not win. We did not win, but it was love, because at that time we're still filming. Nothing is official. So it was just like, thanks. Like, y'all see us? Like, that's
Pleasant surprise,
crazy.
like, yeah.
So it was so dope. It was so dope. It was so dope. Um it's
Well,
nice
we
to know
definitely hoping
everybody
for
here.
another movement. I know it's tough with to get all the super friends together, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah, it
know,
is.
I know us as consumers and fans, we was loving that. That was like a power move. I ain't even gonna front. That was dope. You know what I mean? So
Well, I'm always with it. So yeah, I'm gonna let the girls know that that's what the people want and see if we can get our
yeah, we
schedules
need some more.
together.
Need some more. Yeah, at least for the summer, you know what I mean? Couple gigs, a couple shows or something.
Yeah,
That'd be dope, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay, okay, so boom. You know what I mean? You got your beat early on. So take us through your first project, you know what I mean? How did that formulate? You know what I mean? Your baby, that's you know what I
My
mean? Your
very
other
first
baby.
project, my first official project was Mic Check. Shout out to G Major fat ass. Ah, where he at though? Yo,
Austin is
straight my
camp, you
nigga
know.
though. Straight my nigga. No, 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 no matter like, cause
He
we
might be
haven't
one of
been.
the biggest executives though on the low. Like he has some talent.
So
You know what I mean?
he definitely introduced me to Baltimore hip hop. I
Okay.
met G on MySpace. While I was at work,
Wow.
I met G on MySpace. Was yeah, it was
Shout out to
MySpace.
Tom, you feel me? Everybody's friend Tom, you feel me? That's dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so when I was working with him, I was young and I wanted to do something. I wanted to put something together. And it was just like he was with it. And I had all these raps. I still, was writing in my notebooks. I had a backpack full of notebooks. And
Okay.
I didn't live that far from G. G had let me come over and just rock out and do me and shit. So we put that shit together, man. Yo, that's so crazy. I put that shit in the trunk. Nigga, I was everywhere. You wanna know how niggas know C notes? Because they probably bought a CD from me. When I tell you I was pushing
I feel
motherfuckers.
like I can
Yo,
visualize the cover. Like I feel like I could see it in my
I had a
like I could
couple
see the
covers.
CD cover in my mind.
That's crazy because there was two covers.
It's like green, wasn't it like green or
So
something?
that was the better cover. Was the one when I
Okay.
had
I used to have it in my store out of Brooklyn. Yeah, I had it in my
Mhm.
store. Go ahead. My fault.
So so I don't know. I lost my train of thought, but yeah.
No,
Shout
my
out
fault.
to
So
that.
Mike Check, yeah, Mike Check, you got with G Major, Arsonist Camp. So was
Mhm.
any other artists over there, or was you know what I mean? What was it? What was the Arsonist Camp roster like when you got over there? You know what I mean?
Wow. All right. Don't nobody kick my ass if I forget anybody.
Uh oh.
When I
Uh
came
oh.
to Austin, this camp, all right, it was Miss Stress. It was me. It was Donnie on the beats and shit. Shouts out to Donnie. Um, Draco.
Shout to Draco.
Um,
That's my brother right there.
I'm high as a bitch
There's
too,
a
right?
lot of. Oh
Yo,
wow.
because I'm,
Hey,
I'm
look,
missing everybody. I didn't even say no names yet, and
that
I'm
girl
just
Keisha over there was that girl Keisha over there
no.
movie in them, or they came at you?
They wasn't.
They came at you.
Nah.
Okay,
Nah,
gotcha.
that's funny. I don't know if they was ever with G, but they wasn't never with me.
Bard. All right.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
damn,
Okay, so
yo.
G Merger, Mike Check, first project drop. So what platform y'all heard on like that, Piff, shit like that, SoundCloud, like, or it was just hand to hand out the
I
trunk,
was
like
about to
it
say,
wasn't
yo,
online.
Mic Check. I feel like it was you had to have my CD. We wasn't. Yeah, that's a long time ago. I want to say that. I want to say that you had to get this shit physically. You had to physically. Now you could physically buy it and get it mailed to you, but you had
Okay,
to have a physical copy. Yeah.
okay, it was back in that time. You feel me?
Yeah.
Back in that era. So Mike Check, critically acclaimed. You still got a copy of that or what? You still got that in the
I'm sure
archive?
I do somewhere. I'm sure I do somewhere. Um I'm sure that I have a copy of Mike Check somewhere, but we were still rusty and working out. I like that's full of freestyles and shit with no hook and industry beats and shit like that.
Got
So,
you, got you.
I was still
So
rusty.
take us through the timeline. What was the next? What was the you know what I mean? Take us through the catalog, like.
Oh my God. All right. So boom. After Mike Check, we did New Currency. New Currency I did with my man Lucky Lou. Shouts out to him. Yo, when I tell you, I wasn't working with G Major no more. Me and him had a little falling out. So I wasn't fucking with none of them. We all cool now, but y'all niggas was crazy for that.
But y'all had a fallout about.
Cause them niggas was on some nigga shit. No, I don't want to say it like that because that sounds like something else. No, without saying too much, they did some shit that I ain't fuck with. And I'm a 10 toes
They
type of
violated a little
motherfucker. So
bit.
I would have never did that shit to nobody. You feel me? And we supposed to be people.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know, when you find out that your peoples ain't your peoples, you go on and you do you. And it's I ain't mad about it no more. I was pissed at first.
So this was after the. So this was after the first project.
After
Uh-oh.
this was
Oh.
after the first project. And so I did New Currency. New Currency was very fun. I did it on my own, so I felt like it was a big accomplishment. I fucking quit I had a job at the hospital. I had a good ass job. I quit that motherfucking job to take that project on the road, and me and Lucky Lou went Boston, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Philly, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and we was
Okay.
doing shows and pushing that shit. I'm gonna be really honest with you. That's the part that I miss is the actual the footwork. That part of the grind. This internet shit is a little different. I'm
Yeah, I think it's coming back to that too.
I'm figuring it out, but I
Mhm.
really miss that part of it. Yeah, so that was definitely my baby, New Currency. After that, we got with Gritty Gang. So when we got with
Gritty
Gritty
gang.
Gang,
Another stupid team. Okay. Another
what?
stupid. So how you get with the gritty gang? Like, you know what I mean?
So Gritty Gang, Gritty Gang was crazy because when I told you I didn't have no rap name, I used to go by Maverick and all that. I used to record with Naj and Mike at the old studio before they was big, right? But they don't. I was a little, yeah, I was different, and I wasn't see notes. But it was crazy that I came back around and I got to talking to old Goon, and he was just like, we want you over here. This is what we doing. Is it something you want to be a part of? And I felt good about that situation because of the individuals that was a part of that situation. Like, all right, bet everybody over here spit and everybody over here grinding, right? It's not like I'm holding weight for nobody. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody got their own motion. It was really like a Wu-Tang situation where it's like, yo, when we come together, it's just crazy, but separately, we all got our own motion, going on. And I like
Hmm.
that idea. Um, definitely.
So who was the members of the gritty gang when you got there?
Woo. Okay, so Gritty Gang. Gritty Gang was um Talal and Rico, Sunny Reds, um, Maintain, shout out to Maintain. Uh why do I keep doing this? Goon. Um,
Shout out
yo,
to
it was
Goon.
so many of us. I
Yep.
feel like I'm just leaving everybody out. Like I don't know,
Yep.
yo. That's the
Yeah,
brain
you gonna
smell.
get some messages. You gonna get some
I
messages
know,
like,
yo.
yo,
I'm afraid. You don't
shout
know
out the
me no
whole
more,
gritty
yo.
gang.
I'm
Yo, what's up
depressed.
with Goon though? Goon has grown a lot though. He's grown up a lot. Can we say that? Yo, cause
I
that
don't know. I can't say that.
he
You
was
can say
crazy the other
that.
day.
Say
I mean,
no.
just from the
You know what?
outside looking in, cause
Again, because he's still goofy as a motherfucker. But no, I
uh,
no, I am proud of him though. He's grown. He has grown. He can do better, but but he has grown, and no, that's just because I know him. Though. Feel me, like on some real shit. I am proud of him. Shouts out to yo and all that shit.
so you got with gritty gang. What project you dropped over there?
That is the one. That is where COD was birthed. Oh my goodness, and it's so crazy because I just went in there and did that shit. Like the actual recording time for COD might have been 2 or 3 weeks, and that's just because as Gritty Gang we split them days up, right? If I could have went in that bitch and just recorded that shit, I probably could have got COD out in a motherfucking day. Well, as long as
Okay.
my features was there. which is
Mhm.
crazy because that is my favorite album. COD is my favorite project that I have ever put out ever.
Okay. Okay.
Um, that's the one for me.
Is that available online or anything like that, or that's
So it was on All Be More Hip Hop, and I feel like, all right, so people be like doing shit, right? People be doing shit, and somebody had put my shit on that piff. I don't know. I don't be knowing about all this shit, right? So because I was still doing the hand in hand with that, right? I
right? Right.
listen,
Right.
as a businesswoman, this shit expensive. So that's where I made my money at. And so, and I made a lot of rap money too. I'm gonna just throw that out there. You ain't asked me, but
On
I'm gonna
that.
go ahead and say that while we talking about CDs.
No, pop your shit. Your name C notes. I mean, your name C notes. We got to talk about the money
For sure.
sooner or later. You feel me?
For
So
sure. Um, but yeah, that's the one right there. That's probably my favorite. I had bars all in and out. I had crazy features, bananas. Like I think out of all of my projects, that's the project with the most features, which you would think as an artist that wouldn't be your favorite project, but it was love. Like people really showing me love for my shit. Like you gonna lend me this for my project. It was love. Caddy got on there. That's when Caddy was hot. He
out the
gave me the
Saturday
beat and
dog.
the song. Like, here, you can put this on there. I was like, oh, okay. And it
Okay.
was a couple songs like that where I just straight jack niggas. Like, yeah, I'm putting this on my shit. And it worked out. It
So
worked
that's when
out.
you really fully like you fully got became an artist. Like when your third joint.
Yeah.
What's some of the producers you worked with on that joint?
To be honest, I don't even remember, yo. Um, I did a lot of industry beats on there. That's why. But
Okay.
Street
Since you
Scott,
was
Street Scott was on there. For
mm-hmm.
I love him. I just want to give a very special shout out to him while I'm thinking about it real quick because he don't know. He has no idea, but I love him. I love Street Scott so bad.
Right. Right.
So I just want to go ahead on to say that and we can get on with this interview. But
Shout out to Street Scott. I remember he did a joint with Al Great called Great Scott back in the day. That
yes,
was dope. Shout out to
yeah,
him.
he's super dope. He's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal artist in general, like as a whole, the whole thing. And I just
So
fucking like
who's your favorite producer though you ever or your favorite beat? Your favorite
to
beat. I
work
think you
with.
said Swag. Was Swag was your favorite song, but to perform. But
Like my
favorite producer
favorite
to work
producer
with.
to work with. I think when I did the
Yeah.
project with Lucky Lou, we just had hella fucking chemistry. It was like I could be myself, he could be himself. We ain't like everything the same, but when we came together, that shit was magic. It was just like, oh, okay, we're capable of shit like this, you know.
Okay.
Um, Michael Ballard. So he he's on the current project. He's been sending me beats for years. Some of the beats that he sent me didn't make the project just because of me having a team and us deciding what would fit better as a whole. But um actually my recent music for the last couple of years, he's been giving me most of my beats and I'm feeling him right now. But I mean, I like chemistry because no, I don't want you to duplicate something you already did. Whoever you are, I don't want you to duplicate nothing. So I don't want to go off of what you already did. I want to know what you're capable of and what we do when we get together.
Right.
And so with them, it's just like, all right, you bring out you bring some shit up out me.
Okay. Okay. So when's your favorite time to write? Like at night when the kids sleep now, you know what I mean? Or just overall. You like to write in the studio? What's your favorite
I
time
hate
to or just
I don't like writing in the studio at all. I want to get to the studio
you
and push that shit out, or get to the studio and listen to somebody else. Help somebody else write, sure, but for myself, no, absolutely not. That
okay.
is.
So you like to be by yourself, everything shut down or you know what I
Please
mean,
leave me
early in the
alone
morning?
if I'm writing. If you see like I'm in my phone or I'm in a notebook and I'm writing, please leave me the fuck alone. Like please, please.
Got you,
Thanks.
got you, got you.
But I don't have a time. It's just whenever I did that shit today, I was driving like, oh shit, that's a bar. Get my little voice notes in real quick,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and sometimes I keep going. Sometimes, that shit just hits you with like, oh, I can't leave this shit like this. I gotta keep going. And that's when I like to write. When that shit just hit me and it's just, I don't know.
So you get the track first, and then you let the track bring the words out of you, or sometimes you may have an
Sometimes
idea and put it.
Sometimes I have an idea. I have a whole bunch of voice notes where there was never no beat. I hope I find the perfect one. But it was just
Okay.
like I have an idea and this is what I want to say.
So, who is your favorite producer industry wise? You know what I mean? That you would love to do a song with.
That I would love to do a song with. Oh, that's so hard.
Or
That's
just
so
favorite
hard.
producer, even if you don't want to work with them, but they're your favorite producer type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
No, because I have so many. Like I like all right, because I want to work with Missy and I want to work with Raphael Sadiq and I want to make music.
okay,
Um
okay.
I
Damn,
was laughing.
Raphael
I was
Sadiq,
laughing
Missy.
because Free Scott reminds me of Raphael Sadiq. That's why I was kind of laughing. I always he remind me of him a lot. But them, of course, Primo. I niggas ain't gonna like me no more if
Primo.
I get a Primo beat.
No, that would be crazy. I ain't want
Niggas
people
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
like
That's
me no more.
a lot of females don't know. That's interesting for you to. I mean, of course, you a hip hop aficionado, but you know, the average female wouldn't know about DJ Premier. No, that's a good one. Missy because Timbaland is my favorite, so I feel like they a team really. So
For sure, for
you know what
sure,
I mean?
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so you dropped COD. Um, you was a legend on the hand to hand combat. You ever thought about doing like a C Notes flash drive? Put the
I did,
projects
I
on there,
did,
some extra stuff.
I did. I was thinking about it because we dropped this project digital, but a lot of songs did not make the cut. A lot of songs that were originally supposed to go here did not make the cut. And I told you I'm still working on a visual project. So I was thinking about doing like another edition of the album with the extra songs and making that physical.
Okay, okay, okay. That's
I'm
what it
thinking
is. So
about it. I gotta figure out the logistics of it by the time this movie kind of kicking my ass. So I gotta figure out the logistics of all of that and how that will go. But I definitely was thinking about it because as an artist, when you work on shit, you want people to hear that shit. So all the shit that got cut from the album, I'm like, damn, but it's good though. Like niggas should hear this. So
niggas need this work, right?
yeah.
Soundtrack, you know what I mean? So you working on a movie, can you share some of the pros and cons and you know what I mean, behind the scenes goings on with the movie and all that?
Okay. Well, for one thing, it wasn't planned. So again, it was supposed to have been a live stream and it went from a live stream to now we're editing a film. And
Okay.
so there was a lot of things going in between. A great learning experience. Shout out to anybody that does any type of editing work.
That's a
Any type
fact.
of editing work. That shit is
That's a fact.
crazy. I remember we blocked out 3 hours to edit this shit. In that 3 hours, we probably got about 15 minutes of the movie done.
Damn. That's strenuous. That's deep.
And they were long ass clips. They were long ass clips to get 15 minutes. They wasn't even really chopped up. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like this is gonna take us forever. So yeah. Definitely have patience. Um, I don't know, because I didn't shoot it. I'm not, shouts out to Dino, Content Complex. He a trooper because he been shooting this whole thing as I've been being the artist that I am, thinking of shit on the spot, like telling him this it, and then we got one more scene, we got one more thing to shoot. Like it
Uh-huh.
turned in from just a concert to now like kind of sort of like a documentary. So he didn't sign up for that, and he's still he's still fucking with me. So he a real one, yo.
Uh,
He a real one, yo. He a real one. I'm trying to tell you because my ass is crazy. I'm so artistic, so I always have ideas, and I'm at a point in my life where it's just I'm tired of sitting on them. I'm tired of having ideas and seeing somebody else doing that shit. Like, bitch, I had the idea first. So I at this point I'm just like, all right, I'm hitting go. I'm going. I'm going with this shit because I
full steam ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Word, word. So at the COD, take us on a timeline from there. Gritty Gang, COD,
So after
favorite
COD,
project. Uh-huh.
I released the surplus, which is exactly what the name of it was. I had so many fucking songs sitting around that I
Hmm.
just threw them together and made it a project because at that time I hadn't had a project since COD, which it had been some years, 6, 7 years, something like that, 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
I don't know. It was some time though. So it was like, all right, bet I got this project. I'm still doing shows. I'm still getting booked everywhere, Texas, DC, Philly, Florida. So I wanted something else. They already had COD. I can't keep selling niggas the same CD, right? So we
Hmm.
threw the surplus together.
Okay.
Um,
Who was that?
with,
That was still with Gritty Gang?
so yes and no. Yes and no. Because on it says Pretty Thug Gang presents. Pretty Thug Gang. That's me and
That
shit.
was your first, that's when you first branded your imprint with
Yes,
that
yes,
project?
yes.
Okay.
That's me
Okay.
and my shit. And so Gritty Gang is my family and we'll always be family. We're all grown now. So
But that
everybody,
surplus is when you became an entrepreneur yourself, start branding your
yeah,
Rockefeller, you know what I mean? Okay.
yeah.
Pretty Thug Gang. All right.
And it actually came out better than I thought it would because I'm a perfectionist, which is why it was so long before between projects. And somebody talked me into dropping it. They like, yo, you got literally I still had more songs. I had songs that I had never I had songs, man. I had songs with people. I had features with people that I just wasn't releasing. Shit wasn't right. I was such a perfectionist at that point in my career. And I let somebody talk me into, picking a certain amount of songs and just releasing them. And then I listened to that shit like, yo, this shit actually nah. And, I'm cool with some of my fans. And I think even though I like COD, I have fans that prefer the surplus over anything that I've ever put out. So so yeah, that was that. I was glad that I did get that together. And I think like after that, I told y'all fuck rap. I ain't rapping no more. I was going through some shit. I was going through
What
some shit,
happened?
you feel me?
What
Just
happened? Why you mad at the
life.
game?
I wasn't mad at
Oh,
the game. My life was crazy. My life was crazy. I was going through a lot of shit. Um Mentally, physically, financially, I was going through it. And I said I ain't doing that shit no more. And I did one last little album where I had released some songs, and those was the ones where it was like, well, if I ain't doing this shit no more, somebody gonna hear this. So it's really random songs that have nothing to do with each other, but they're all good. And we called that Farewell. And
okay.
I
Okay.
had somebody draw a cartoon of me because I didn't even want to be seen no more. It was just crazy. I didn't want nobody to see me. I didn't want to know nobody. I didn't want to be C notes. I wanted to be Sierra, and I wanted to be left alone to handle life, right? Because I don't think people understand, like, people treated me like I was famous, right? So everywhere I go, everything you do,
Well, you
somebody.
are famous. You are famous. You are C notes. But yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
that take a toll on you though, right? Especially when you're not getting that famous money. Nigga, I'm at the same place as you at doing the same shit you doing. Like, I'm having a
That's
day.
true.
Can I
You
have it?
know what I call it? I call it the Tim Trees syndrome. When
Okay.
Tim Trees came out with bankrolls and he still was on the bus, like, yo, I seen Tim Trees on the
Yeah,
number 22.
yeah,
He talking about Bing Six. So we call that the Tim Trees
yeah.
syndrome. But you are C notes. You famous. I get you. And you still seeing people in the. So, okay. My fault. Yeah.
So, and it was just along with it wasn't just that because that wasn't so bad when life was good, right? But then life comes at you fast. And I was going through a lot of shit. And I just wanted to be left alone. And I needed to handle shit, right? Get away from people, get away from things.
That's when
Um,
you got on your real estate. That's when you got on your real estate shit.
nope, I hadn't even gotten together that much.
Okay. Oh, we ain't at that level yet. Gotcha.
I wasn't even, nope. I just had to get away from other shit. I wound up doing real estate when my daughter was like 1 or 2.
With some jewels you can give us on the real estate game real quick.
You can do it. You can do it. Um, what's some jewels I can give you on the real estate game? I mean, if you can get into it,
Or some stuff we may not know. People may, you know what I mean, from the outside looking in, like, oh, word.
it's a
Mm.
lot more than just the purchase price, and I will tell you that. Don't think that if something costs $100,000, you spending $100,000, and don't think you're gonna find a decent house for $100,000 because you're not. I'm just saying. Um, and yeah, and
No, that's key right there. 'Cause me and my daughter, we looking into flipping houses, you know what I mean? And everything under 100 definitely like it needs some work. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. If it's under $100,000 out here, it absolutely needs work. I can't think of any place where it wouldn't need work. To be honest with you.
Yeah, you had to go to like Appalachian, Kentucky or something. I heard real estate real cheap in Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Possibly. I'm not really familiar. I'm not really familiar
hmm
with Tennessee.
word. Okay. So, speaking of you being famous and you being seen, those, do you feel like sometimes you competing with yourself?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Okay. So that was a big thing with this project because I said this project is totally different from anything that I have ever done. Right? It's not the same. My fans might be confused when they first put it on because this ain't what I'm used to doing. I'm still rapping, I'm still talking my shit, but just the way that I put it together is not typical C notes. So um I definitely been fighting with this project. Like, are people gonna receive it well? Expecting one thing and getting something else. But also, fuck that. This who I am right now. So, like, what's up with it? Yeah, get into it. Get
yo, the
into it.
artwork is real dope. Where you get the artwork from?
Shouts out to TT, the artist. She did that. TT was on the stage with me. We were both in the Queen of the Mic contest at a point. And so to see her doing the big things that she's doing, I just always support people. I love the stories. Everybody that I came up with, actually they make me feel like a fucking loser because everybody that I came up with like is really doing big things. And it's just like, yo, I remember I posted some videos the other day. When Pinky was trying to learn how to edit videos, she like, come on, see notes, let me shoot your video. I was still a tomboy, damn near. And she shot them videos. They so embarrassing. I can't believe I posted them, but it's just like, now you slutty vegan. You know what I'm saying? So to see us all go, it's love, man. I'm proud of everybody that I came up with. I
Yeah, I
think,
wanted to ask you that too. I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead,
yeah,
my fault. No, I seen you posting all your videos or a lot of videos. So what's like your favorite video that you've done? You know what I mean?
okay,
Visual wise, and which one you had the most fun on? On the shoot. You know what I mean?
okay. The most fun on the shoot is between Have Fun and the collab that I did with um I'm getting old and stuff because I can't remember nobody. Finesse, finesse. Shouts out
But
to
that's the best.
keep it. We was on the. I was scared as shit to be on the back of the bike. I ain't know the motherfucking driving the bike enough, and I'm scared of bikes, and I'm back with shooting the video. You can't tell that I'm scared when you watch the video. I'm scared out of my motherfucking mind, but
Oh,
that shit
I'm
was
gonna go
fun
back.
nonetheless. And then for Have Fun, I just rented one of them cheap ass hotel rooms, the little freaky deaky joints, and decorated it. And I just invited my homegirls, and we literally just had a party with like 7 girls and shit, and filmed it. The only
Was
man
your
there.
best friend in there? Yo, shout out your best friend. I don't even know her name. I just know used to be with you all the time. Hopefully y'all still cool.
We're not. You talking about KB?
Oh, I don't know. Like that's why I said I was hesitating to
Nah,
give
we
you a
ain't
name.
beefing. We ain't beefing. We just not
I just grew
cool.
apart for real.
Yeah,
So y'all, okay, okay. I know she used to be with you everywhere. That's all I know.
that
Like,
was
you know
my
what I mean?
rollie, yo. That was my definitely my rollie.
Okay, okay. So we ain't trying to get on a TMZ tip over here. You know what I mean? But the growth. People grow apart. You know what I mean?
It happened.
Yeah, yeah. So what's going on? You got a performance coming up this Saturday or this weekend? The Black Mall or something
So
like that?
So I have actually just been informed that due to the climate in DC, that show has been postponed. It's the Black Art Matters pop-up. I am trying to talk to them. I might do a different city. I might do Houston because I have a pretty big following out there. But
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for that because I really wanted to do that show. I don't know if you're familiar or if the people are familiar with the Black Art Matters pop-ups, but they go all around the country and they get different artists, all types of artists, black artists to come perform or showcase their art. And I think it's really dope that they do that for people and that you get
Mhm.
to see on a local standpoint in every city. If you go to their website, you'll literally see, what city, who they got performing, you can get the tickets and just, go show some love to some black artists. So I definitely want to be a part of that. I do have some shows coming up. I'm solidifying everything now, because as black folk, we do everything last minute. But October definitely finna be popping. You already know we finna do the promo run, because we definitely getting spins now that we ain't doing hand to hand no more. I'm gonna need y'all to listen to my shit like 100 times, everybody.
Yeah, go download that joint. Download it. Look,
Okay.
download the joint. I just downloaded it. You know what I mean? Let it
Yeah,
download right now. And
yeah.
I'm gonna add it to the playlist. Let me add this to the Baltimore playlist. You feel me? So who's your favorite Baltimore rap by all time? Let's go there for a second.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
Baltimore
Let's go
rapper.
there for a second.
C notes, C notes, C notes, and C notes. Ah,
Okay,
say.
okay. I can't
um,
be mad at that.
um, that is a really crazy question to ask. And I'm going to go ahead and shout out the city because we got some motherfuckers out here.
You
And I
do,
hope
you do.
nobody's offended that I called them a motherfucker. But you motherfuckers been on my playlist throughout the last 20 years. I've had y'all CDs. I got y'all CDs still. So we definitely got some motherfuckers out here. We all know like Los is like King Spitter nigga. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga is like, I don't even
yeah.
know. Verb. I love
People go low to verb. People go pause when it comes to the spitters. People go low to verb. I'm gonna go verb
then both of
myself.
them,
Shout
both
to,
of them, both of them niggas is diabolical with that shit. That shit
it's
is
like one
it's
A
not
and
even
one B.
human no more. Like
Unreal,
what them two do is not even human no more. And
it's
like you
unreal.
can't take that shit from neither one of them. I
You
wouldn't
can't.
even say that one is better
But
than the
their songs be ass. Songs be by
So listen,
Pluto.
I wasn't
Songs
gonna
be by
say that.
respectfully,
I
respectfully.
wasn't gonna say that.
I'm
What I
saying,
was gonna
be
say
frank. You know
though
what I mean?
is that I prefer, and you know what? I'm showing how spoiled I am. Damn, that's that's probably how rich white people be, huh? Because I was gonna say I prefer to like see it in person with them, right?
Yeah,
Because that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
is that's. But
That's
I
something you
guess
gotta see in person. But yeah, they
yeah,
listen.
they something else.
Songs be
As far as
booty.
making music, yo, I like that young dude, YG Tech.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can listen to
He
him.
old now, but yeah, he young to us. Yeah, he came
What
a
you mean?
long
I was
way.
about to say,
He
OG.
young, yeah, he young to us. Yeah, YG Tech definitely from that generation that could be accepted from our generation. You know what I mean? He's the
Yeah.
one. Like,
So I actually like when I like stuff and I hear it, I put it on my playlist. And unknowingly, he got a couple joints on there where it's just like not even knowing it's him because I let my shit go random, right? My Apple Music, I
mhm.
let it go random. And I'm like, oh shit, what's this now? Oh, okay. And yeah, I like him. I can listen to him. I can listen to him. When I listen to his shit purposely, he be having good bodies of work and all that. He know how to make music. That young boy know how to make music. That
Yeah,
boy good.
you Tech, man. He's doing a lot of big things. The Baltimore music scene has grown a lot. I'm really proud of
Yeah.
where we came, you know what I mean, as a collective. You know what I mean? We definitely came a long way. Still a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who's your favorite performer? Like, who do you like to see, like, you seen perform and was like Maniac Dre was crazy. Hoolie Shalom, remember Hoolie Shalom back in the day?
So we
Like,
doing
who
local artists. We doing Baltimore.
was on a local scene? Somebody that was on a show with you, or you just happened to see him and you was like, oh, okay, you know what I
That did
mean?
a crazy show. So I'm gonna go
Mhm.
ahead and go back to B Fly because she captured me with a performance and she took her shoes off and dude, I felt her and I never forgot that after all this time.
Okay,
You
okay.
know what I mean? Like, and that shit stuck
Uh-huh.
with me. And I don't because now that you asked me that question, I'm sitting here trying to think, and I don't really feel like nobody else's performance really stuck with me like hers did, like male or
Okay.
female. Now with that being said, I do remember when First Fam used to come out. Yo, I don't know if it was because they was so deep or what, but them niggas used to just have energy that made you want to be like, oh yeah, I know them, or
Yeah,
whatever.
the
Like,
block
yo,
hugger, you feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
First
I
time, yeah, shout to them.
but I don't know. I think people got their own, unique thing, but as far as actual performers, nobody's sticking out right now.
Okay, okay. What's your thoughts on the 5 seasons? You know what I mean?
The Five Seasons is like home base, right? Regardless, that's where
Like
that's where
frat
we
house, like everybody could.
you ain't Baltimore hip hop if you ain't go through the Five Seasons. I don't care. I don't care you was born and raised here. I wasn't born here,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you that you ain't
Hold
Baltimore
on,
hip hop.
Boston, Boston, right?
Yes, I'm from Boston.
Okay, okay, yeah, all right.
But you ain't. I don't know. It's like a rite of passage slash hangout slash. Yeah, that's a
Fraternity for real, like everybody from the, from the people's quote unquote top tier to your open mic. Like me as a management and consultant, that was like first place I would send people. Like, okay, go there and see what you can do on the stage, especially if you ain't never performed before. Get your feet wet. You know what I'm saying? So you was born in Boston. Like how old? I know I asked you all this before. That's why I'm getting old too. But just for the people that may never see that, or you know what I mean.
yeah.
So how old was you when you migrated down to Baltimore?
I moved to Baltimore when I was 9 years old. The day before I turned 10.
Wow, wow. That's a memorable joint.
Yeah.
So was it like a culture shock, or what was it like? The differences. You know what I mean? Because
My whole family from Baltimore. So even
okay, so
even
you
before I lived here, I was here. My mother's
got
family's from here. My father's family's from here. My mother and father are from Baltimore. Um,
okay,
so I was here. I was here. I just didn't live here. I went to school in Boston.
okay, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to the Bean Town. Is that what? Did I get that right?
Suppose, yeah. I suppose I don't know nobody out there, but I suppose shout out to them.
I think emotion from there too. Emotion from
Emotion is
Detroit.
from there. Emotion from Boston. Shelby Raw was from Boston.
Okay.
A lot of people migrate to Baltimore from Boston for some
Shaka
reason.
Pitts. Shaka Pitts is from. You know what I mean? He migrated down here. Now he run Baltimore battle rap.
Where
He
he
not
from?
even from.
Where Shaka Pitts from?
He's from New York. Shaka Pitts is
Oh, okay,
originally
okay.
from New
That,
York.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was something like
yeah.
that. Okay.
So y'all, there's a lot of y'all migrating and taking royalty spots. You the queen. He run Baltimore battle rap. And y'all not even, but no, I'm joking. So when you moved down, it was like, so what side of town you was on and all that? You know what I mean?
East
Like
side, east side,
east side.
northeast.
Okay, you said Bel Air
Family from
Road.
Honda Ridge. My family from Honda Ridge. My mother's side of the family from Honda Ridge. My father's side from Sedonia. So, I kind of stayed in those areas. Harford Road, Sedonia. Yeah. East,
Okay.
northeast.
Okay. So what could Baltimore do to, we ironing out some things, but what do you think something that we could do to make a major change, you know what I mean, and change our perception of our city around the world? As far as like on the crime aspect and the kids or the young something that the young ladies, you make it drop a jewel on them, you know what I mean?
To be honest, I don't think it's nothing we can do. I think time just gotta tell. I think as a city, it's definitely better as far as what people think it is. The murder rates and the crime has definitely gone down. Shout out to the mayor, Brandon Scott. He the shit. I love to see it. um
Leah worked for the mayor, yo. So
yeah, yep,
your
yep.
bandmate,
That's
y'all
a
got a little
that's a big
power
part of
together.
why it's real hard to get her anywhere, because
That's
she
a
be
fact.
busy as shit at the mayor's office.
That's a fact.
But shout
That's
out to
a fact.
both of them for salute for working for the
Yo,
city.
Leah, that's my heart, yo. She sung at Mad's funeral. She sung at my wedding. That's my sister for real. Like, you know what I mean? If she can make, you gotta get, like you said, 6 months in advance. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I know she be tired of
Yeah.
people calling her to sing at funerals. Like, I'm gonna ask her about that next time I talk. Cause yo,
I know
every other
that's
week,
funny. Look, that's funny. Yeah. Shit.
you know what I mean?
Sing at a wedding. God damn it.
Yo, so damn, hold on, damn, I had a good one too. I can't even think right now. Yo, I had a good one. But in the meantime, in between time, C notes, the Black Heart Experience. So we gonna get into the music. We want to get into the music. I ain't listened yet. You feel me? I always wait till the show.
Okay.
I always want it to be new for me. You know what I mean? I downloaded. Make sure y'all go download Spotify, Apple
Okay.
Music. Look, and it's boss stuff. Look at this. Hold on. This how you know it's a boss when you see the look pretty gang copy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Publishing and copyright support the movement. You know what I mean? Get the
She's a
merch.
businesswoman. That's the thing about me. I always been about my business. I always been about my business from day one.
Was any
That's
female executives that motivated you or something like you seen them on a business space doing their thing?
nah. I just
Well,
no. I just know that ain't nobody gonna fuck with my paper.
right, boss. So
Shit.
was it what executive, male or female, inspired you? You know what I mean? Like for me, it was the Russell Simmons, that era. You know what I mean? Was there any executives you was looking? Oh, I like what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Or just that's
So
just what it was. You was just bossed up. You got that from another person or something.
me taking ownership of my own shit is really just trial and error and tired of other motherfuckers knowing that I can do this shit myself and always could have. There was never a time that I couldn't have done this shit myself. I just did not
Mm,
know what I did not know. And so knowing that now, um,
mm-hmm,
and I think I knew before I did it, I'm just a nice person. And it was just like, all right, well, I know niggas eating off of me. You feel me? But fuck
mm-hmm,
it, let's eat. We all eating. But at this point, you start to realize that motherfuckers wouldn't do it for you. And motherfuckers only there for that. Or, like different shit.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And no shade to
A
nobody.
natural collaborator. Yeah, you just a natural collaborator. You super groups, gritty gang,
Yeah,
black heart experience,
yeah,
arsonist camp. So
yeah,
natural collaborator, but we learn. You know what I mean? We
yeah.
live and we learn. Bossed up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is what I was going to ask you. That's right. So C notes. You know what I mean? Where's your favorite place to eat at in Baltimore City? Where's your favorite place to
To eat
fast
and
carry out and sit down? You know what I mean? And Baltimore metropolitan area. You know
so
what I
all
mean?
right, because that's crazy. Because first of all, I'm bougie, so I don't even eat carry out.
Okay, okay. Hey, listen.
I don't even eat
All
carry
right,
out. I don't even know
all right.
what's popping. I don't want it.
Okay, okay.
I don't want it.
Listen.
Food. I went to the Black Swan for my birthday, and I ate a little bit of everybody food, and that shit was good. All that shit was good. All that shit was good.
Shout out to the Black Swan.
I don't really get out much. I be in the house. Like
Mm.
I said, my daughter busy. My daughter's on 2 cheerleading teams. She practices 4 days a week, and she's on a
Yo,
travel team.
time fly. Time
Yeah,
fly.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
And so with that being said, I be cooking. I might hit a
Okay.
Chick-fil-A drive-through or something. That's the closest I'm gonna get to a carry out. But
So what's your go-to man on a chef tip? You know what I mean?
probably she like fajitas. I like fajitas. So
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's my shit.
Peppers and all that. See, now I'm getting hungry. Then okay.
Me
Oh,
too.
I ain't gonna lie. Munchie time. We gotta get into the music. You feel me?
All right.
So let's see what's going on here. So, and I appreciate you sharing this day with us. You know what I mean, and
Oh
going
no,
through the
thank you for
project real
asking
quick.
me. Cause again, I'm out here. I'm out here.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you real quick. So you say you took the hiatus after surplus. Like, what brought you back to the game? Like, it was just calling you, like Pookie. You know what I
This is
mean?
what
Like,
my heart and soul is.
hmm
I'm not happy if I don't make music. I need to create music and I'm really good at it. So I feel like I should share it with people. I don't have to share it with people. Now that's the thing. I don't have a need to share my music. I have a
hmm
need to make my music. But once I make my music and I hear it back, I just be like, yo, niggas need to hear this shit. Like,
Yo, when did you become the people's champ? Like, you know what I mean? Do you remember the moment? Like, or was it like you ever got some animosity or some some hate? Like, yo, cause you
okay,
real humble. You very humble. I must say. Like, if I was seeing those, I'd be dragging it. You know what I mean? A little harder, respectfully. Like, you see those. Like, that's like Los. That's like the people we talk like the Los. Like, you go on a Mount Rushmore.
I
Like, you know
still
what I'm
don't think I get it. I still don't understand that. But like what you're saying, I don't think that clicks to me, right?
saying?
Because I've
Okay.
heard that before, and I just be like, for real. Um,
No, that's a
but
fact.
but so when when I when I went to Texas, right? And sometimes I would just, I'm not one of them people that need to be seen. I want to be seen when I want to be seen, and besides that, I don't mind playing the
So
back,
what
right?
you is
So
a Virgo, right? You a
yeah,
Virgo, then you just okay.
yeah.
All right, got you.
So I would listen to the radio shows and I would just be like, damn, I thought that person was my friend. And like the shit that they were saying about me was crazy. Like, yo, I just talked to yo, right? And like fuck all them people. Like I
What
like,
they say though? Give us something. Give us a little
oh
something.
my
What they was saying?
oh
Talking down.
my
They was talking down on a player. What they was saying?
one of them was like, yeah, she phony, she Hollywood, she don't. So this is the thing, right? Shorty was ready to have a birthday party.
Hmm
And I really fucked it with Shorty, right? Shorty had been in my house and all that shit, in my bedroom and all that shit, right? Like I really, we was cool. And she like, yeah, I'm having a birthday party down the Five Seasons. So of course I'm like, who all gonna be there? Because I am C notes though, right? But
Right.
when she told me when it was, I already was supposed to been going back to Texas. So I tell Shorty like, yo, I ain't gonna make your birthday party. Like I'm not even gonna tell you that I am. I can't come, but I told Shorty the day that I was flying back in town that I was gonna take her out. So I'm in Texas listening to the radio show. Yeah, she Hollywood. She too good to come to the Five Seasons for my birthday party. Like, bitch, I've been at the
Talking
Five Seasons
down.
by myself before and afterwards. You met me there by myself. Like, what are you talking about? And it
Talking
was just so
down on
crazy.
a
Like, yo,
player.
like, and then I just felt like I said, Shorty had been in my bedroom and all that shit. Like, bitch, you could have called me. I ain't know it was no smoke. I thought we was good when we had the conversation. So for you to be talking to, and then people ain't even your friends. You feel me?
Yo, what
Like,
radio show? Put them out there. Fuck that. Who was it and what radio
yo,
show was it?
so
Fuck
that's the
that
crazy
shit.
part because I don't even remember. Like,
Like, no,
this
I'm
was a
doing
very
chill.
long time ago. This was a
Uh-huh.
very long time ago. And over the years, there have been a lot of, radio shows. And I like to support people. If I got the time and I know what's going on, I will listen. I might not always say something, but I will. Like, I support people.
And you
So
had me tune in this one day and she talking shit.
yo, cold, cash, laughing and ha ha and kicking, right? So I
Talking
ain't say nothing. I
old.
ain't want to mess up the show. Like they having a good time. I ain't no motherfucker. Plus I'm busy and shit. Like, okay, that's how you feel. But I think I called Shorty because I'm one of them in your face type. We gonna talk about this. Like if we cool, if I feel a way about it, I'm not calling no radio show because you're not about to front for them and then come say sorry to me later. Like I ain't with none of that shit. You feel me? And whatever. Me and Shorty ain't never get cool back after that. Like, I wonder if she listened to this. Like,
Oh yeah. We
you
will
feel
clip
me?
this
Like,
up. This is gonna be the first clip. Don't worry about it. We messy over here.
that's so funny.
Like,
That's so funny. I don't
yeah.
give a fuck though, because that's one thing about me. Like, yo, I treat people well. I show love or I don't show nothing. Right? You're not gonna see me hating on people or ragging on. That ain't me. That ain't never been me. So if I'm telling the truth, I don't give a fuck. What you gonna do? Like, what you gonna
It is
do?
what it
You
is.
did it. You did
No,
it.
yeah, we ain't put no
So
names
I'm
out
a
there.
Virgo, right? I'm a Virgo. Like Cat Williams is a Virgo, right? Like, yeah, we're gonna tell the truth. If you wanted a better story to be told about you, you should have behaved better. Treat me better.
Mm,
Period. Cause I remember
mm.
that shit. I remember my motherfucking jaw. Like, oh, she said what? That's how you feel?
So, what keeps you humble though? Like, what? Why you saying it ain't never clicked to you? Like, you know what I mean? The critically acclaimed and the being the people's champ. Like, what is it? What you
Cause this
just
is so
you
regular and
refuse to
normal.
accept that for yourself, or who's the person you look at? Like, I mean, well, even if you don't give us a name, just let me know. Like, is there someone like you say you shout to Shorty? What's her name? You shout out a couple times for her live performance. I can't remember her name.
Oh, be fly. Be
Be
fly.
fly.
Yes.
Yeah, is it somebody that's on your bulletin board? Like, okay, this is what I'm saying. Who's on your
Beyonce.
bullseye? Like you.
Beyonce is on my bullseye.
Okay. So you
I'm not
aim
even
that. All right.
joking. Like I'm looking at my vision board right now, and Beyonce is in the center of that motherfucker.
Okay. Shout to B. Shout. So when you going, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Where your hove at? Like, is you want, or you don't need the hove to be the B for real? Like,
I mean, my last name already called it, so I guess I don't need a man to do it.
that's a fact.
But
You already in the call them up.
nah, you know what? I'm so grown now. I ain't pressed.
What happened
I
with
ain't
you and
pressed.
Jack? Yo, we getting messy. What happened with you and Jack? Y'all was a little
Man,
power
fuck.
couple back in the
Like,
day.
we don't even fuck. Listen, I don't fuck with y'all, and I ain't even gonna lie about that. I don't even really want to talk about him. I don't fuck with that
I just
nigga.
had to get messy real quick. Y'all was a power couple back in the day though. Y'all was you
I
and I
guess.
ain't seen them in a minute. I guess you. I mean, it is what it is. The people wonder. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Well,
anyway.
I mean, so because all right, we can. I don't get. Listen, I don't be lying. So I don't want to say too much about that, but for the people who watching or who were watching and who have been watching like that aspect of my life, just know that before him I was C notes, and after him I was C notes, and when I was with him, like when I met him, I was kind of at a really great height, and so I saw a decline in me with him, and
Mm.
I'm glad,
You scuffed your Timbs a little. You scuffed your Air Force One a little bit.
and
Do
I'm
you
glad that,
you date anybody else in the industry or something, or people that we might know about or not? You just all right, that was you learned your you know what I
I
mean?
ain't doing shit no more. And when I met him, he wasn't doing that shit. So
Oh, okay. All right, so we just had to have a little TMZ moment. Pardon me, you feel me? Because I
yeah,
remember.
you get that. You can get one. You can get one.
All right, we gonna move on. We gonna quit while we're here. You feel me? So let's go to the music right here. So tell us about the first song right here. Oh baby, this song. Who is this song about? Because this clearly say in a quotation mark, song about you. So
Okay. So that's interesting. So that is actually the last song that I recorded for this project. And it is about a man who existed extremely briefly. And I think that I used him for a muse. I'm so sorry. Oh God. I hope he's not
listen,
watching this.
he gonna
Okay.
find out.
Oh wow. Yeah, I just said that. Oh God.
I
Can you
use him
connect?
for music. Like, can you elaborate on that? Because that's interesting. Like,
No,
you
so
know what I mean?
listen, now, when I met him, I wasn't looking for nothing. I don't think he was either. We hit it off very well, almost too well. And I finished my project. And
Was you love? Was y'all? Somebody was love bombing somebody. Was he love bombing you? Was you love bombing him?
the crazy part, we don't even live in the same state. And I met him in a different country. I met
Wow.
him in a different country. We don't live in the same state. So
What
it was
country you meet him in?
Mexico. I met him
Okay.
in Mexico.
All right. Uh huh.
But
So
yeah, so it was very easy to attach and detach real quick, right? Like
okay.
just the way it was at the time. It was we both had time, money, and opportunity to do whatever the fuck we wanted to. So it was just like really good, really fast. I finished my project, and here I am,
So you
focused.
use him as a muse. So is there any more songs you know what I mean that he inspired, or just that one?
So I don't know. So it's really crazy because some of the songs that I had written, the song "Oh My" was written before I met him, but it kind of like when I met him, I said, "Oh shit, I just like manifested you. Like this is literally the way that I met him is how that song kind of rolled out." And that's kind of why I put him back together. When he hear it, he's like, I know he's gonna listen to this shit and know that that shit was
You
about
ain't
him.
gonna tell him? You gonna send him a
We
text?
don't
Send
even
him.
talk anymore. That's crazy. We don't even
Oh,
talk anymore.
damn. All right,
Um,
so let's get into it. So this is about your. This is the muse right here. That's from Mexico.
Shout out to my muse.
Mhm. Can you hear?
No,
Is that better?
it's coming in and out.
Sound bad?
I
Hold
wonder
on.
if I can.
You can play it over there. You got something to
I don't
play
know.
there?
I'm saying, I don't know how to.
That'd be dope. I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to. Cause I seen it's available on YouTube too for the
Oh
brokies out
yeah,
there.
I can do it on YouTube, right? I can pull up YouTube. Let me do that.
I don't know if the audio will play though. Pardon me. Let me see.
YouTube. We looking for the Black Heart Experience. You hear that shit?
Shout out to Ghost.
Can you hear that?
Nope, I can't hear. Hang on. We're not prepared. Let me see. We're not prepared. Pardon me. But that's even more reason y'all go stream it y'all mother self. Go download it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Hold on.
I'm mad you can't hear it.
Is that better?
Nope, they just got to stream it. I can't hear it.
These guys. Okay.
Um, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
It's coming in and out. Go.
Oh, man, that shit was
It's so
knocking too.
amazing. I just had to let you know. Where my
Man,
other
that
phone?
shit was knocking too. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on. Time out. Go ahead. Talk to the people, yo, real quick. I know what I'm about to play it on the.
Your son,
I'm
your
ready.
son. Without an all my spit. Lie. Nah. All right. So let's talk to the people. First of all, if I forgot your name on here, don't feel bad. I love everybody in this. I can't let go of that Mary Jane. And that motherfucker be doing something with my memory cells. But in real life, I'm very proud of myself, proud of this project. Um, yeah, it's like a slower tempo, a cool vibe. It's about black love mostly. Mostly. There's a little breakup shit in there too and all that. I can't stand you type of shit. You know. Byron. Sorry. I ain't glitch. I was kidding. I was just kidding. But no, we outside visual project coming soon, the Black Heart Experience. Yeah, catch me when you can. I'm just trying to catch my own wave. You heard me, huh?
You heard me showing. Black Heart Express. Talk to the people. We found big C notes in the building. Real humble. We found.
As I should be. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what the people want to know.
When can they get the shirts at? And when is the shirts coming for the mails?
Okay, so I'll have to look into the Pretty Thug Gang right now. The ones that I have on are only for females, and they come with the trucker hat. You gotta get them from me though right now. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and finalize this website. It's hard, y'all. I run a company. I do real estate, and I'm a single mom. Got this.
We make websites over at repfam.com. We make websites.
Okay. Nice plug. You feel me?
Yeah, shameless plug. We'd love to work with you. But I'll have it. Thanks for the consideration.
Definitely noted. So that's the crazy part though. So with the website, I kind of built it already. I mean, so I built it a while ago and I haven't updated it since I built it. or published it or anything. So I think at
What
this
platform you use?
um Google.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I mean, we definitely, you know, may have a conversation. We optimize search engine optimization,
Okay,
all
yeah.
that.
Yep. There we go. That's the type of shit
How,
we need to hear.
do you hear that?
I hear it, but it ain't
Still ain't coming quick, right?
yeah, it's a little distorted.
So whatever happens, I hope it ain't too much, but baby, damn, that shit not into. I'm tight.
Close to me and never let you go. You are so
I'm
amazing. I
tight.
just had to let you know.
Damn, that shit got me tight. That shit was dope right there too. How we gonna get into it? So y'all gonna have to stream it.
Y'all
Y'all
gonna
gonna
have
have
to stream it because we having technical difficulties.
we want to come back. We want to come back. We want to go through it, yo, because I really wanted to, you know what I mean? But you definitely a perfectionist. I respect that. Definitely respect that. You feel me? So give me an idea, what you gonna do for the guys though on the merch though? You gonna hand them Thug Gang or what?
So I have the t-shirts with my album cover. Well, now that's funny because the t-shirts that I have, they actually have the cover for the visual project, but those do come in men's sizes. And actually the cover to that, TT did that one as well. It's from the same photo shoot with the same concept as the album cover, so it's very similar. And if I didn't tell people, they probably wouldn't even know that they're different covers, but they are. And that's the one that's on the t-shirt, so I have those for the guys. Hopefully y'all don't get in trouble for wearing C notes on your chest with a bathing suit on.
Oh, yeah, they gonna be tight. C notes back in the building. You feel me? So the album dropped today. You know what I mean? What's going on? What's the you know what I mean? What's some of the feedback you got? Like, when somebody hit you like,
Yeah, so I was online. um they like my vulnerability. Did I say that right? Vulnerability.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
um so that's love, because I'm glad that it's appreciated, because sometimes you don't know if you know. Did I say
yeah.
too
How's
much?
gonna
But let me see what they saying. Somebody likes the Mr. Baltimore remix. I think she homesick though, because she done moved out of state.
oh yeah.
um oh, wait a minute. Yeah, people vibing out to it so far. So we'll see how it go. And it's so crazy. So putting it together, I had my favorites, but I allowed people to have input on the final product. And
Mm,
it's so crazy how as an artist your favorite songs are never everybody else's. I have a song called Diamonds, and I wasn't sure how people would receive that song. Of course I like it. I made it. I wrote it. Like
mm,
of course I like it, but I'm just like, it's different. It's jive commercial, and I didn't know how people was going to take it. But when I presented it to Nigel, especially over at Architects, him, so he like stone faced. He real like nonchalant. So when he started
mm.
bopping to it and singing that shit, I was like, oh shit, I got one. Like,
So we got one, shorty.
to be honest, and I told him, like, through all of these years, like, he mixed and mastered all my shit. You know what I'm saying? If Ogun didn't record it, he did. And I've been working with him like my whole career. So I finally told him, like, yo, I thought you never liked my music. Like, since I've been making it, I just thought this was your job. You feel me? So it feel good to like see him rocking to that shit. But he liked Diamonds a lot. Um,
Okay,
and that's actually the one that kind of tripped me out, because that's the one that I didn't think people was gonna receive well, and a couple people told me they liked that one. So
that's
my 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 favorite song, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I like the last song. It's called Song Cry. that's probably where I was the most vulnerable in this entire project, because I just it ain't no hook, and it's just me going in about my past. Um and one of the, I guess you could call it, verses is just all me saying sorry to my mother. Like, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that, I'm sorry I did this. I mean that shit. Um just, yeah, like, if you this, then why you that? Like, it's people gonna hear it. The people that I'm talking about gonna know it's them and feel a certain kind of way. But like I said, if you wanted to be portrayed as a better person, you should have been one, right? Um, but yeah, I the beat crazy. The beat crazy.
Yo, how do you arrange your joints? Like, do you go from fast to slow, slow to fast, or you use the BPMs or
I tell a
feeling?
story. I tell a
Okay.
story.
Uh-huh.
So this album, it starts with us meeting and it ends with the breakup. So it's like, oh my and oh baby is me when I'm first meeting this guy. We so in love, the honeymoon stages. This is the one that I had the muse for, right? Um, and then it get a little into the more intimate stuff, the no longer, we doing it now and shit, right? We done got
Okay.
there. Um, and then it kind of go into the, get the fuck out my house. Right.
Oh
Um,
shit.
and
Uh-huh.
so it tell a story, and then the last two songs you kind of get that classic C notes, kind of, where we take it away from really the last three songs, because Mr. Baltimore, even though it's Mr. Baltimore, it's just like I personified this city. So it's like I'm talking to a guy, but it's really about Baltimore City. I say,
Mm.
you captured my soul when I was 9, the day before I turned 10 years old, right? That's when I moved to Baltimore. So like those last three songs is where it kind of goes from the love, the relationship, to just, all right, here goes C Notes, the rapper, and I got something to say. With love, because this is still, this is real. This is like me really spitting about my life. That is a part of my black heart too. You know what I'm saying? Like, um we go through things as people, we go through things, and it's like throughout life, you cry real tears over things that ain't just platonic love over you and a significant other. um and I kind of wanted to showcase that too, so that's how I put it together.
Okay. That's what it do. That's what it do. Make sure y'all go stream that, the Black Heart Experience. You understand me?
Sure.
Download the joint. We're gonna get back together on the album listening joint. You feel me? Um, so what else? Is there anything else you want to share with the people? You know what I mean?
um
Shout out anybody.
um I just want to say to all of my fans, everybody that has been following me throughout this time, I still see the streams, I see the numbers, I check them quarterly, I still get a check. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who believed in me from day one, who still believes in me. Thank you. I don't think I always understood how much it meant, but I do right now. In this moment, it has been so clear how much the people mean for a person to be able to, all the albums I just said I put out, you know what I mean? All of the things that I've been able to do, and just I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people who still support me. Um I really hope y'all I put a lot into this project, just making a good project, trying to change the frequency of us, right, as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that trap music is an accurate example of who we are as people. And I think that society got us fucked up. I think we got us fucked up. You know, um, I don't think as a whole most of us live our lives like the music that we hear on the radio. And so I just wanted to make it more realer, like something that people actually can relate. This is, you've done this in your lifetime, right?
Mhm.
Some of us ain't never ever going to ever even touch a rave, right? We're not going to be
Right,
able to
right.
relate to that.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's organic.
yeah, and I just wanted to bring it back to when music had a something you could feel. Like I think you're gonna feel this shit. I think that this project, it can be appreciated by everybody. I think the guys and the ladies gonna be like, yeah, because I'm talking my shit. A lot of niggas going. I
Do you
already
think you're
know.
nicer than you ever been? Like, is your pen
No, you know what?
like you
So
said? Co. No, you hold on. What'd you say your favorite one was? Hold on, give me a second.
COD.
COD. All right, yeah.
Bars
So,
wise,
but
COD is the one. But
okay.
so this one I think I got more dynamic. I wrote songs. Like some of this
Says
shit,
it. Says it.
it's a song on there with that I got with Ebony. Another song, not Omar. It's called Up All Night. And it's mostly her singing. I think I might have 8 bars of me rapping on there. And I only put me rapping on there because it's my song and I felt like I needed to be in there somewhere in order to put it on my project, right? Because I wrote the whole song, but I'm not a singer. You know what? That's so funny because that's one of those songs that I actually have a version of me singing it, right? Because I
Okay.
wrote it. So there is a version without Ebony on it at all. And I'm singing the
Mhm.
whole fucking song and I got the little rap in there.
Right.
So, and like I said, it's a couple songs. I might do a little teaser later on down the line with
You ain't
like
never mess with the auto tune or nothing. Throw a little T-Pain on your shit in there.
I have. It's not my thing. So I love to sing, right? If
Okay.
people who know me, right, they know if I get a little bit of liquor in me, I turn into fucking Summer Walker, right? I love to sing.
What's C Note's go-to drink? What's your go-to drink? What's you like this?
Vodka. I like vodka. I'm
What
a vodka
brand? What brand?
girl.
Ciroc is dead. Ciroc is dead now. Ciroc
I
is
still
dead.
drink it. I still drink
You still
Ciroc.
doing
I
Ciroc?
still drink
Okay.
Ciroc. I like Ciroc. I like Tito's.
Okay.
I'll deal with Kettle One.
Okay. So you're a vodka. Are you mix with anything? What you like to mix it with?
Sprite or Red Bull.
Okay. So what's your go-to strain? Like you like indica, sativa, or hybrid?
That depends. That depends on how I'm feeling. I generally stick with sativas because I have a lot to do on a regular basis. And I
Gotcha.
can't be all slumped over and
Gotcha.
I can't be like that. I
Have you,
can't wait
have you came
until
across a strain that you really like? Like my fault. I ain't mean to cut you off.
I smoke. I'm a
All
smoke. Do I like it? I'm a smoke. I'm a smoke it. I smoke
Okay. So
weed.
you ain't into it like you ain't because okay. That's what it is.
So
Just
I've
want
been
to know.
smoking weed since the 90s.
What you roll it up in? Dutch Masters. What you smoking over there?
Ha ha. So I usually use raw papers now. I've been using raw
Okay.
papers or I do Bluntvilles.
Yeah, I just went to the papers. I just went back to the papers myself. Bluntvilles is nice. All right. We just want to get the C Notes experience. How C Notes be taking off. You know what I mean?
Tell me.
The artwork was real dope, real funky. You know what I mean? I love the artwork.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? The video with the sunflowers and everything. Make sure y'all go watch that as well.
Yes, oh my. Click it and watch it all the way through.
So anybody ever tell them like you intimidate them or something by you being seen on it, like they were scared to approach you or anything like that? You get that all the time.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep that shit 100 with y'all. I keep the resting bitch face on purpose. I am not a people person, and I'm not mean. I'm actually probably one of the nicest people that you'll meet, but I'm not fucking friendly. So,
Right.
I like my space. I like if you come talk to me, we have a good
And
conversation.
being a female in the game, I can understand, and especially somebody your stature. You know what I mean? I can understand where that
You keep
has been a
saying
good.
that. Listen. What the fuck? It's just me, y'all.
I'm trying to tell you, we gotta put the poll out there. I'm trying to tell you, this is Big Greg Bugsy, yo. WR Radio Hardbite. I'm a student of the game for a while. I've been doing this since 2012. I'm trying to tell you, like, since I've been around, like maybe some people, like I told you before I got with Hardbite, I didn't even know a whole nother ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know what was going on. So from 2012 to now, I would have to say, yeah, like it's probably some new people. I'm out the loop now.
Yeah,
So
me
it's probably some younger demographic, but from our class, you know what I'm saying? Like I would have to say, and I know you always get this. Let's get this out the way. We can wrap it up now. Now you ready? You gonna hang up? You probably hear this. If you had $5 for every time you hear this, they probably put Finesse the Best up there with you in your class. Respectfully,
that.
I'm gonna tell you who was for me. Like I would say, you Finesse. That girl Key, she had some dope stuff, and movie had a little run. Awesomeness Camp. That's why I was asking if all three of y'all was over there at the same time. That would have been crazy. But like I said, I'm out the loop. I don't really know everybody like that. You know what I mean? But look at your face. I just wanted we got it. That's all I wanted was the body language. That's all I wanted. I ain't gonna name no more names because it's gonna get cringeworthy. You feel me? But I just far as on your class though, respectfully, like I'm trying to see who up there as far as spitting, like really spitting the overall total package. You know what I'm saying? Like some people may have this or that, but they didn't have the overall marketability, whatever it may be, the it factor. That's what I mean. For what it's worth, you know what I mean? So continue to do your thing. I'm glad you humble, you know what I mean? Like I said, if I was seeing no show, I'd have been Drag City, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's cool though. That's good. You know what I mean? It's good to be humble. Enjoy your album out today.
Thank you. And also, I'm gonna say this shit on the show because you didn't listen to it yet, right? I'm gonna hit you up in a couple days, yo, and I'm going to quiz you on my motherfucking project because you got to listen to that shit from beginning to
end. Me and my daughter gonna listen to it. Yeah, me and my daughter. The one that's interested in getting in real estate. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, yo, look, shorty in real estate, and she's about to make content too. So she's an artist and prospective real estate, like a young C knows. You know what I mean? So what you gonna say?
And she can tell her feel free to reach out too.
Okay, yeah, for the mentorship and all that. Like that's dope with the real estate. So what's some of the work? Give us a bad story on a real estate tip. Like what's something?
I'm going through one now. Oh my God. I'm supposed to go to closing tomorrow. I'm not going to closing tomorrow because my clients did not tell me that the lender said that they weren't going to finance them. And so, yeah, so and I'm mad because I wanted that check. That was going to be the money that I made. I went dumb for my birthday. I celebrated my birthday for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, well, at least I got this closing coming up. And it was supposed to be on the 5th. Then we pushed it back. And they ain't, oh my gosh.
So how's that happening in the business? Like, so they was pre-qualified, but everything ain't go through. Like, give us some behind the scenes on that.
No, okay.
Just to switch the topic from hip hop to real estate a little bit. You know what I mean?
So real quick. All right. So it was a hard money loan, but in any kind of loan, just because you get approved does not mean that you're going to closing. And I will say this to any and everybody: do not make no big purchases. Whatever you had in reserves, make sure you keep that in your reserves. Like whatever you got approved on, you need to keep it. If you got approved on a 720 with $10,000 on the bank, when you go to closing, you need that same 720 with that same however many dollars in the bank, right? With the same job, right? You can't get fired.
Trip you up when
all of that shit, because if the underwriters get to closing day and any of that shit changes, it changes the whole deal, and you got to rework it. And that is something that people like, people get excited. Okay, well, I go to closing next week. I'm going to go ahead and buy myself a car. No, because then when you get to closing next week, you're not going to be able to close because now you have a different credit score and it's not going to fly.
So throw everything up. So how can people holler at you on a real estate tip before we get out of here? You know what I mean?
Well, if y'all want to holler at me on a real estate tip, I don't usually do this, but if you listening to Greg Bugsy and you watching the show, you must be good people. So Sierra Carter, Realtor Sierra Carter, and holler at me. Don't come at me with no.
So you really like exclusive clientele, like word of mouth.
Yeah, because I'm busy. I'm busy. I ain't really I mean, I always want new clients, but I don't want to waste my time. So don't just because you want to talk to C-Notes, don't reach out for that.
Right. What was your first sale?
My first sale, I sold a house for an older couple. We put it on the market. It actually went under contract, I want to say in 3 days. 3 days. And they were so happy. I gotta call them, my first client.
Did you tell them they was your first, or you just?
I did not.
Is that
So
something not to do in the industry? Is that something frowned upon? Like, yo,
I'm gonna put it to you like this: when you're looking for a professional to help you spend a whole lot of money, right? If you have a
It
choice,
makes sense. It makes
are
sense.
you gonna choose the person who's never done it before,
That
or are you
makes
gonna
sense.
choose the person that did it before, right?
That makes
Now,
sense.
what
Because that's
people
what
don't
happened.
know,
She ain't tell us. She ain't tell us. We found out later on that we was her first joint.
but see,
Yeah.
but now here's the thing with that: it doesn't necessarily mean anything because as realtors, we have access to the same stuff. We don't always have access to the same people, but we have access to all of the same information. So there's
It's just
nothing
the
that,
experience thing. That's all.
yeah.
That's all.
And so there's nothing that experienced real estate agent can do for you that a new one can't do, except for probably be a little bit quicker, a little bit better with explaining things, and they might know some people to like kind of pull some strings, but besides that, just an average experience. But people don't know that, right? And so
Mhm. That's what's up. Well, shout out to them, that old couple right there. You know what I mean, for being. You know what I mean. Much success in the real estate business and with the album, and we looking forward to sitting down again when we get the technical difficulties together and go through it properly. You know what I mean. But in the meantime, that works out. Make sure y'all go stream that. Boom, the Black Heart Experience. Shout out to Ebony, Leah Songbird. What'd you say the other girl name
a
is?
lot of pen,
Kaleidopin.
pink
Make sure y'all
money.
download that. Yo, salute
Oh, and
family.
shout out to my features. I do want to shout out my features real quick because I don't have many. Shout out to Yeah That Black for lending me the poem. He wrote it and let me put it on my album, Black Love. Check that out. Shout out to
Yeah,
She
that Black.
Ray. Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to She Ray for singing the hook on I Could. Shout
How
out
you get that? He just came home. How you get that She Ray feature?
I'm C Notes, baby.
Okay, there you go. Talk your shit. We got it. We got it.
And
We out. Yo, on that one side, now go ahead. Feature again,
and
go ahead.
shout out to Life the Oracle. She's on that song too. She actually gave me that song for my project. So shout out to her.
Okay.
And besides the Black Hearts, those are my only features. So
Unique.
oh, unique singing on. Shout out to
See, look,
Unique.
Unique was
So that
going. Look,
voice,
see.
yeah. Yeah, thank you. But Unique, yo, shout out to Shorty. She has a phenomenal voice. Her voice is so different. It's so distinctive. It's so beautiful. I actually met her at a performance. She was performing with somebody else, and I got her information. Like, yo, when I need to work with, like, I need it, and I wanted to do a remix to that song, and I said I got the perfect person, and she came through, and shouts out to her for that. But yeah. Shout out to my
You
features.
sign anybody over there? Pretty Thug Gang. You got you whoever.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Or
I'm
my daughter,
confused. You big Jay-Z, but okay.
she be coming out. My daughter gonna be coming out in like 3 or 4 years. ICL, be on the lookout.
Okay. That's it. Rap fam. I love it. Yo, thanks again. Yo, bless up. And enjoy your blunt right there. Enjoy the album. Go back and listen to it. You ever listen to it like a hater? Sometimes you gotta go back. Well, you a perfectionist.
I did before I put it on. Before I put
and
anything out, I do. I try to pick my shit apart. I do. I do.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie. I left a couple of things that I wanted to pick apart in there too. But again, I had some people help me with
So
the
what
album.
didn't make it? You said a lot of stuff didn't make the album. What was it? What was your guidelines to cut them off? Like you just didn't want to make it too long.
I wasn't sure if it would clear, if I couldn't find the person who actually produced the beat in time.
Or if it ain't fitting the story. Like
Yeah,
the
a couple of
the
them they just didn't fit with the Black Heart Experience. But
and we looking out for the movie too. We definitely gonna be everybody follow up.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that, man. Shouts out to Young Stack and Shinya and Ra and Wayno. Who else? Oh, Larry Lancaster, the Lancasters. They're a part of that project. So it's coming out dope. It's just one day at a time. We taking it.
Yes, yes, indeed. We definitely looking forward to that. Yo, peace, family.
All right. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Always welcome. You feel me?
All right, baby.
Go on.
All right.